How long should the main line be? The key difference between leader line and main line matching the rod length. A few days ago, while out wild fishing, I noticed a fellow angler struggling to cast their rod. After a brief chat, they mentioned they were still new to fishing and hadn't quite mastered it yet. Looking closer, I realized the issue: they were using a long leader line. We were fishing in a low-lying spot, which made the long leader line even more of a challenge for casting. I suggested, why not shorten your leader line to about 20 centimeters and try again? After making the adjustment, casting became much easier for them. This got me thinking about an important topic I want to share with you all today: how long should the main line be? Should the leader line match the rod length, or should the main line do the matching? Why matching the leader line to rod length is best for new anglers. Fishing in the wild is very different from fishing in commercial ponds or controlled environments. Most wild fishing spots are relatively low to the water, and if you're using a longer rod and a main line that's too long, casting can be a struggle even without wind. Here's why you should consider a shorter main line. Shortening the main line. In many cases, shortening the main line by about 10 centimeters can make casting much easier. Adding the appropriate length of the leader line will allow everything to match up with the rod's length, making the casting motion smoother and more controlled. In commercial fishing ponds, black pits in commercial ponds where the fish are more active, a stiff rod combined with a long main line can actually be tiring. Shortening the main line in such scenarios allows you to maintain better control and conserve energy, making fishing feel less strenuous. But when targeting big fish, longer main lines are ideal. When you're out fishing for larger fish, the main line should typically match the rod length. If casting is still comfortable, you can even make the main line slightly longer by about 10 centimeters or even 1 to 2 meters. Here's why. Bigger fish need more buffer. Larger fish, with their powerful movements and sudden tugs, require a little more flexibility in your setup. A longer main line gives you extra buffer to absorb those strong impacts, which can prevent sudden breaks or a line tug-of-war that could result in losing the fish. Preventing line breaks. The added length helps prevent too much stress on the line, especially when dealing with powerful fish that put more strain on your gear. It gives the fish more space to move and reduces the chance of your line snapping under pressure. So, what's the right length for you? There isn't a one-size-fits-all answer to how long the main line should be. It all comes down to the type of fishing you're doing and the species you're targeting. As with most aspects of fishing, it's about finding what works best for you. For general fishing, consider shortening your main line by a small amount, around 10 centimeters, for easier casting and better control. For big game fishing, stick to a main line that matches your rod length or go longer if needed to provide more flexibility when fighting larger fish. What's your setup like? Let's discuss. So, how long do you typically set your main line? Do you prefer a longer or shorter line for different types of fishing? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. Let's chat about what works best for different fishing scenarios. About the author. I'm a passionate angler and fishing blogger who loves sharing tips to help you improve your fishing skills. Be sure to like, save, and follow to keep up with the latest updates and discussions about wild fishing techniques. Tight lines and happy fishing.